guys, Riceballer here, and today I'm going to be talking about my Alphabridge SMG build. It's mainly going to be used for PvP, but it also works well with PvE. Let's get into the build. You're going to want enough firearms and stamina to unlock all the talents on your guns. The main talents I'm going to be using on my guns is Responsive, Brutal, Competent, Deadly, Unforgiving, and Fierce. You're going to want to have Fierce in the main slot, and you're going to want to have Competent in the main slot, so you don't have to use electronics to unlock those two talents. Now I'm going to be talking about my gear pieces. I'm going to be running the Alphabridge chest piece with armor rolled on it. I'm going to be running a Tenacious Mask and with critical hit chance. You could have skill power, but I prefer critical hit chance. Alphabridge knee pads with armor rolled on it. Alphabridge backpack with armor rolled on it. Savage gloves with critical hit damage, SMG damage, and critical hit chance rolled on top of it. And an Alphabridge holster with armor rolled on it. You're always going to want to get armor because your goal is to get armor cap. Armor is very important to keep you alive. The weapons that I'm going to be using right now is the AUG and a converted SMG9. Now the AUG, it has Competent, Brutal, and Responsive on it, and it is on sale at the Armory this week. You can buy the AUG for 853,980 Lightstone credits. Next, I'm going to be talking to you about the weapon mods I run on my AUG. The AUG is going to be the main weapon of choice that I'm going to be using when I PvP. On my scope, I have a C79 scope that has critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and headshot damage rolled onto it. For my magazine, I have 108% magazine size, 4% critical hit damage, and 3% critical hit chance. As for the grip, I have a 20% critical hit damage, 4% optimal range, and 2.50% stability. And for my muzzle, I have a 17% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy, and 5.50% headshot damage. These numbers aren't the max numbers, but they are the ones that I found. Next, I'm going to be talking about the talents I use. I'm going to be using Critical Save, which gives me 40% damage reduction every time I pop a medkit, only for 10 seconds. I'm going to be using Strike Back, which reduces my cooldowns by 20% when I reach low health. I'm going to be using Tactical Advance to give me higher DPS for my weapon for each cover-to-cover move. And I'm going to be using On the Move. I will get 30% damage reduction. As for skills, I'm going to be using Pulse, Scrambler, and I'm going to be using First Aid Booster Shot. Keep in mind, my build is not maximized. I could have better rules, but I just haven't found them yet. And this is my Alphabridge build. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.